I am going to walk you through what you can expect from the Plan for Profit course. First stop is the landing page where you'll get a little bit more information about what you can expect. A bit more information about myself, and if you'd like to take our scorecard to see where the gaps are in your finance strategy and operations, then you can take that there as well. And when you come through to the course platform, it will look like this. So it's broken down into a number of different modules. So initial is just a welcome video, terms and conditions for you to read and understand and just check that you are in agreement. And each module is broken up into smaller sections, so you don't have to sit through it all in one go. You can choose to do them all one after the other, or you can break it up a little bit depending on how you prefer to learn. So it starts off with thinking about yourself, because it always starts with you as the business owner. What is it that you personally need to achieve from your business to maintain or to live the lifestyle that you are looking for, considering what your good, better and best life might look like? Because once you know that and you start with yourself, then you can look to reverse engineer it and say, for this, what do I need my business revenue, profitability to look like? And then you can start forecasting and doing all the fabulous CFO things that you need to do. So starts with the end in mind. Then there's a section on know your numbers, going through what are the important numbers for you to be looking at and how to create a reporting pack in Xero, because Xero has loads of functionality, some of which you need, some of it you don't. But I've heard from so many people that they struggle to know which reports they need and they're all over the place. So this will go through how to create one pack that you can use each month and update. So you've got your different types of profit and losses. So whether that's month by month, whether that is year to date or the same period the prior year, age payables, age debtors, cash reports. Oh, there's loads of reports. So I show you how to create your own, and then you can build on that and go ahead and create your own reports after that. Each section has a worksheet and templates section. So if you go into it, here is one I prepared earlier. Okay, so here's an example of a workbook where it's just to make reflections and think about the learnings, just to try and make sure that it sticks. And you can write it in here, or you can just use it as a thinking tool, or write it somewhere else. But it's just an additional tool to help you think further about what you have learned already. And then, so from know your numbers, we then go through to looking at profitability and paying yourself properly and making sure that you're allocating into different pots. But also, as the first section was starting with the end in mind, what do you need your business to pay you personally? How do you reverse engineer that? So you make sure that you're paying all your business expenses, keeping aside for tax, and making sure that you're keeping profit in the business as a buffer and contingency. So there is a calculator to take you through that process, so you can calculate what is it that your business needs, what revenue does your business need to achieve to be able to maintain all of those things. Then for all of the very technical weeks, there's an additional session. So when I ran this live, it was very helpful for everybody to have an additional week and not just rush to the next section. So this is just a prompt for you to pause, have a think about what the section that you've just done, and just to make sure you go over it, understand it before you move on to the next section. Then cash flow strategy and planning. There's a beautiful cash flow forecast spreadsheet, and then a section on potential cash flow funding. Then we've got a forecasting section in terms of, this one is for cash flow forecast, this is profit and loss forecast. What's the P&L going to be for your next year? And then creating a template for the next 5 years, and you can go further ahead than that if you would like to. It also then gives you a demo of how you can take that information to put it into Xero. So on a monthly basis, you can report what your actual results are against your forecast. So all of this information, if you're working with a CFO, they would be working with you, they would be doing all this for you. But in the early days of a smaller business, it's maybe not practical. So this is to bridge the gap between you're having a small business until the point where your business is fine and you can afford to have your very own CFO doing this for you. Then it's a section about scenario planning, what ifs, and what you need to do to be able to stress test those numbers. And then week 10 or module 10, really important, is finding your financial rhythms and routines, because if you can build a rhythm, be consistent, have an awareness about all the different elements, you're not going to overnight become an actual qualified CFO, but you are going to feel a lot more confident about your business finances. Then there's a section about some things to consider when you move from it just being yourself as the owner managed business to potentially either employing somebody or bringing in some freelance support. And then the final section is thinking about, you've put all of this into place, what are your steps for the next 90 days for you to implement them and set some goals. That is what you can expect. As said, each section has got worksheets, templates, tools, and at the end of this, you will be feeling very confident about your financial decisions and processes.